What is going on, guys? Oh, crap. YouTube just updated their live thing. Looks really different. Okay. We get the chat up and going. Hopefully. There we go. Greg, what's going on? LJ, good morning. Super early morning from England. Is what, about, I want to say 2 o'clock? Taylin, how you doing? Yeah, LJ, is it like 2 o'clock in the morning where you're at? I'll give it a minute or two. Let the notifications go out that we're live. Scrabble! How are you doing? Susie! It has been a while. How you doing? Right on the button. It's 2:01 a.m. Hey, I actually remembered something. Susie's good. Starts school tomorrow. College? Scrabble. Susie, my twisted sister. Yeah, we got the twisted sisters in the chat. Susie, what are you going to school for? It took every bit of me today not to turn the DoorDash app on. I tell myself no a lot, but it's more difficult to tell myself no don't work. Tuesdays are my day off now. As if my boss wasn't on me already. Just having a cup of tea, as us Brits do best. Just saying hi, getting ready for another day. Being a delivery guy. I know the feeling. Veterinary assistant, then on to vet tech. Susie, that's awesome. Trust me, there's days I would much rather deal with animals than humans. I was talking to Matthew earlier. He should be in the chat here in the next hour. He's been out doing DoorDash today. He said people forgot to take their stupid pills. Nathan, what's going on, brother? What did you do today if you were off? Well, I actually went out and shot some video for the other channel that I'm working on. And actually enjoyed the weather because it was like 71 and sunny. Beer Can Museum's in the house. What's going on? Susie says, I've had a passion for animals my whole life. This has been a long time coming. Susie, that is awesome. Alex, what's up, Chuck? Kelly in the house. Yeah, I had somebody, you say Chuck, aka Charlie. I went to the bank today. It's not a big jar of change. I finally reminded myself to go just cash in, deposit. And the clerk was like, do you like Charlie or Charles? And I'm like, well, generally everybody calls me Charles unless I'm in trouble. Yeah, and then it's Charles if I'm in trouble. Greg says low tip day today. Crazy as I made 175 yesterday between lunch and dinner hours. That is awesome. Yeah, I've given up on Tuesdays. Stu! I see Dasher Stu. I always want to call you Brother Stu. Pretty sure that was a Mark Wahlberg movie. No, Father Stu. That's what it was, not Brother. Stu, yes, you can smash that like button. Just don't break your phone. You took the jar. My bank makes you roll them. Red, what's going on, man? Yeah. Although I bank through a credit union, so. DoorDash updated their TOS. Oh crap, they probably saw yesterday's video. Ty Vant, what's going on, man? Catchin, how are you doing? I'm getting caught up on your email, by the way. Alex. Yeah, there's probably one dude or dudette at DoorDash that just sits in a tiny little closet scrolling on YouTube all day, looking at what all of us Dashers are doing. Kind of like the parking attendants around here. They have no friends and they just like to ruin everybody's day. Susie says, I solely do Amazon Flex now. They pay too well not to not. That, if I didn't have to drive all the way to Omaha to do Amazon Flex, I wouldn't mind giving that a try. Stu says, Charlie, I think I snuck into the catering program. I don't know for certain, but I'm waiting to see if I get catering orders before I'll know for sure. Well, if you slid into that catering program, don't let DoorDash know. Yeah, I might give that a try with getting back out there to the West Coast, to the Northwest. Isn't strange that when you hear that ring noise of an order coming through the phone, it's like a dopamine hit to the brain. Just for the excitement of not getting a crappy order. Yeah. Then I get I also get PTSD sometimes, I swear. I was at Abelardo's tonight having tacos with a friend of mine, and the DoorDash app was going off. Yeah, Susie's in Washington State. Now that Seattle has that minimum wage thing. Yeah, I couldn't deliver in downtown Seattle, that's for sure. Catching Sarasota, Florida. I was chased out of a crack house. Yeah. Yeah, you told me about that. That was wild. I would have expected that if it was a Popeyes order, but I like downtown Seattle, but downtown Bellevue is worse. I got an aunt and uncle that live in Bellevue. But I've been through downtown Bellevue. The last time I did though, they had redone so many of the roads. So yeah, I could imagine if it's anything similar to Seattle, they just keep trying to stack people on top of people. Alex, the problem with Amazon Flex, you can pick up an order, but you have no idea where you're going to go. I don't know a whole lot about Amazon Flex, to be honest. Now, I did do earn by time on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Because Thursday was so crappy. I think I declined 10 orders and went home in a row. And I went out Friday and I was like, you know what? As bad as yesterday was, I'm just going to try earn by time today. Guys, I actually, in 9.5 hours, I actually cleared 200 on earn by time. Only delivered to 2 people out of 28 that didn't tip. But it was actually decent. And it helped get my AR back up. LJ, yep, I get that too. Hearing that ring brings a smile to my face and think my night off. Enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, Abelardo's Taco Tuesday, 5 tacos for $5.99. Good Lord. Had to roll myself out to the car. Alright, somebody's message got retracted. Beer Can says, I met clients last night at Panera, my wedding photography business. Oh, nice. But the staff there are so used to seeing me pick up DoorDash orders. They're like, name? I was like, regular coffee. Nice. Earn by time never available in Seattle. Yeah, that one doesn't surprise me. They bought all those vans and were giving all the leftover BS blocks to contractors. It went south quickly. Scrabble says I did 130 and 5.5 today on Urban. Dang! Some days it can be worth it. Granted, you probably drive, like I drove, I think about 130 miles to make that 200, but I mean, it's still over $1.50 a mile. Deanna, how are you doing? Darlene! Johnny, what's up? 3-hour block at lunch and another 2.5 tonight. Greg says finally able to get a W-2 job, start next Monday. I'll be an IT security specialist. Dude, that's awesome. Probably still do some DoorDash to help cut down on my credit cards. Yeah, I know that's one thing for like when I try to relate to people that do it part-time. A lot of them are doing it for savings. A lot of them are doing it to pay off debt, pay down debt. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this to live. So I do have some debt that I do need to take care of. So I might start taking 1 day a week, and whatever I make for that day goes to getting rid of the debt. LJ, I have to say that I take my hat off to you doing 9 hours. Oh, I'm hardcore crazy. My problem is if it's a good day and I'm getting, I'm at about 180, 185. I don't care if it takes me another hour and a half. I have to stay mentally. I have to stay out just to hit that 200. I'm so close to it. I have to beat it. And I think I did that. How many? Let's see, Monday. I did that last Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday I was able to hit 180. Well, you guys know that. You saw the video. Just beat it. Yeah, I see how much money I make, and it's like, oh, hey, $183, $187. That was a great day. But I really want 200. Like, there's not much difference in another $13. It's a mental thing. Scrabble, you drove 64 miles on earned by time and made $130. Deanna says, me too. Alex, we're on the yeah, I'm in the same boat. Greg, I've been doing DoorDash full time since last August. I think one thing that motivates me to keep going is the fact that I refuse to have a boss. Although having a boss that's not myself might be easier on me. Princess Anasara, I hope I said that right. Made 150 on per offer, 12 hours today. I said that right? Awesome. How are you doing tonight? We have royalty in here. Awesome Gamer 87. Why haven't you signed up for Walmart Spark? I actually have signed up for Walmart Spark. I've been on their wait list for a year and a half, I think. I feel like if I needed a kidney, I would have gotten a kidney faster. Yeah, I've been on the wait list for a very long time. I think I've almost cracked the EBT code here for this week. I mean, it is a good way to help keep your AR up if that's what you're trying to do. Does DoorDash deliver kidneys? At some point, they probably will. I don't think they send you a notification that you've been accepted. I think you just got to randomly try to sign in to see if there's availability. Okay. I will have to sign in. I'll have to remember what my sign in is at this point. I can't talk now. What else is new? Alex, I am the same way. The last time I had a W-2, 2018. I think. Let me look at my Costco card. That'll help me. Where is my Costco card? 2017. So 7 years. Yeah, it's been 7 years since I had a W-2. Deanna says every platform is so oversaturated here. I can be out for an hour, not get a decent hit on any of them. Yeah, it's fortunately, I'm learning that just that Tuesdays here is not even worth it, but me actually having a day off, I have more energy throughout the rest of the week. Deanna says, I have a question for the group. Do you guys sit in a certain spot, drive around, or just randomly move spots? I generally stay in the same area, usually around a Hy-Vee. And there's enough restaurants and Walgreens and CVS's in that area that I generally just sit around. Red says, DoorDash delivering kidneys. Please take a photograph of your organ cooler. Oh, you mean I just can't carry it in my pocket? It's not that big. Hen Dog, what's going on, man? Beer Can says I couldn't go back to a W-2 now. 35 years was enough. I need a nap. Alex says I usually stay in the same spot. Greg says I typically stay in one spot. After a delivery, I go to another spot and park. Deanna, Charlie, you get killer Hy-Vee orders on DoorDash. We don't get many here. It's mainly Instacart for Hy-Vee. Yeah, I definitely get lucky with some of those. Awesome Gamer says I only do it part-time, so I just turn it on in my house and wait for something worth taking. I've heard of some people doing that. Anasaurus says I sit in a certain spot, and sometimes when I start dashing, I live 4 minutes outside my zone and sometimes get an offer. How many of you guys actually dash in the morning, like early morning? Like get up at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and start? My area, I've done it a few times in the past just to try it, and well, there's a reason you guys haven't seen me do it, because it's not worth it. I see enough crappy Starbucks orders at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I can only imagine how well people don't tip at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning while they're still waking up waiting for their coffee. Go out at 8, start at 7. Master Dasher, what's going on, brother? Live in a small town, 3,000 people, not many orders here, so I travel 30 miles to a bigger city. College towns are good. Not near as good as it used to be. Hen Dog says around 8 a.m. Red, 9:30 is the earliest I've been. Depends how busy it is. My issue, the last time that I started dashing at like 9:30, quarter to 10 in the morning, is they sent me a stack going in from Chipotle, and I get there, and that location doesn't open till 10:45. Like DoorDash, no, I'm not gonna sit here for 45 minutes to an hour just for them to open. Not for $9. Kenneth, I start at 7:30 a.m., go to 4:30 p.m. NSR says I start at 7 a.m. Also have my kid with me. There you go. Teach them young. Hard work pays off. Catchin, I stay in the same general area due to high dollar orders from ABS Liquors. I get emails all the time to go further south a bit into Sarasota. Don't wanna. I was getting up at 4 a.m. Now at 5:30. Not big money. Get a lot of alcohol orders in the AM. Oh yeah, it's all those third shift people getting off work. ABC Liquors. Okay. Austin, what's going on, man? Anyone try to hustle on a Tuesday? Yes. That's why I now take Tuesdays off. Saves my sanity. I wish I had someone to go with me when I deliver. Me too, Susie. I go out. You guys know by now my brain is a very scary place. I'll be out driving and my brain will wander off over here and start questioning this and questioning that. Like yesterday, I was out dashing and I'm looking up at the sky and I'm like, what is the difference between mostly sunny and partly cloudy? I really need somebody to ride along with me. Scheduled 9:30 a.m. Say, okay. I've been working at getting out and being online between 11 and 11:30, and if I do that, I can generally get to about 130, 140 by about 6 o'clock when dinner time really hits here. And then if I can make another 60, that's where I've been having those $200 days. Did 191 in 7.5 hours, called it a day. Crappy orders all day long. On a Tuesday, definitely. There's a lot of really crappy orders on Tuesdays. Everybody orders on the weekends and then they go back to work on Mondays. And then when they get home from work on Mondays, they don't feel like cooking. So they order takeout, and then nobody that tips really well generally orders on Tuesdays. Kevin, what's going on, man? Weekend mornings are good. Not a lot of traffic. Zip around Mickey D's and Dunkin'. Dunkin' is officially a curse word for me. I'm basically, if it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, let me rephrase. If it's noon or later, I'm not going to accept a Dunkin' Donut. Because it's always got Dunkin', or it's always got donuts, and like, Krispy Kreme makes donuts all day long. Why can't Dunkin' Donuts? Alex says, I heard Uber's going to buy Instacart. I haven't heard that. Gamer says Uber Eats is the worst. I usually have to decline 50 to 60 orders in a row before it was worth accepting. Worst app in my area. Probably Uber Eats. That's just mostly because I don't ever get any orders when I've got it going. I am prioritized apparently for rideshare since I signed up for that first. Weekend mornings, my favorite Starbucks and more Starbucks with an IHOP thrown in for good measure. Monday for me is crappy. Mondays here are generally really good. Tuesdays and Wednesdays not so much. Wednesdays are definitely better than Tuesdays. Last Wednesday obviously would be Valentine's Day. DoorDash Tuesday, terrible. Yeah. Brian, what's going on, man? Master Dasher says it's tax season. It's about to be busy every day for a month or so. Gonna be like a squirrel stocking up its nuts for winter. Or one of those crazy prepper people that have a big case of freeze-dried food the last 30 years. Speaking of, I need to find where my thing of freeze-dried food's at. No, IHOP on weekends. I don't like IHOP. They think they have the same cook. Yeah, oh God, if they have the same cook that they got here. God, yeah, that was terrible. Even the server, he's like, "Can I get you something to drink?" And I'm like, "You don't serve alcohol here." Crazy thing is, if they did, I could have had a beer and sobered up by the time the order was ready. Austin says Starbucks is really bad for me. Waited 20 minutes for them to make 4 iced coffees. I definitely don't get good customer service at Starbucks. Did you guys hear about the DoorDash customer who had her food taken by raccoons down in Florida? I think that's what tomorrow's video is going to be about. Uber Eats be more busier than DoorDash in my market. That's what she said. That's what she said. I dashed on V-Day, didn't care about the strike that day. I stayed pretty busy. Yeah, I figured, most people are going to be doing, or are not going to be striking. I had an Uber Eats order I delivered to an apartment with a notice on its door saying water shut off. He still tipped $7. Oh, that had to suck. Heard the same rumor about Uber buying Postmates years back, and look what happened. It could definitely happen. I mean, anything's possible. Little Caesars is the worst to pick up from. For me, it depends on what Little Caesars. I got a couple locations that they're usually ready. And even if they're not, the communication with the employees is up there. I had numerous orders today or at pickup DoorDash phone. I mean, to take pictures of the food and receipt. Anyone else? I have not had that happen yet. Guys, it's why there's so many different gig tube channels, and somebody's talking about their experience and somebody else is talking about their experience. DoorDash has so many different programs, pilot programs, test markets, doing so many different things that when Earn by Time rolled out, I think it was when it initially rolled out, it was about 6 or 7 months later it finally hit here. And I guess there's still markets where it's not at, which is ridiculous. Heard about the bear stealing someone's order. I didn't hear about that one. Yeah, little trash pandas. Lady ordered tacos like 2:30 in the morning, jumps in the shower, comes back out. Tacos are outside of the bag. And there's a raccoon, a little trash panda, standing up on its back legs. Looks like it wants to fight her. Were the raccoons deactivated after? Fortunately, it got caught on the lady's Ring doorbell camera, because if I could only imagine if it had not, and that customer goes, that DoorDash driver destroyed my food. Just imagine getting a contract violation because you dropped an order off and a raccoon was hungry. PF Chang's is the worst for me, always a long wait. I have not been to a PF Chang's in, what year are we in? 14 years. I get fantastic service at Starbucks. My orders are ready by the time I get there. I'm just gonna guess the Starbucks employees don't like how I look. Too hot in Austin. We have had several days that will be 84 this week. Gonna be a bad summer. 84 already? God dang. So we got 71 here. We usually get a really warm week, usually in January. It didn't happen though. We're getting it in February. But apparently the groundhogs either saw his shadow or didn't see his shadow. So we're supposed to have an early spring, however that works. I'm still waiting for the day they find out that groundhogs are actually blind. I love the one. Diana, how are you doing? I love the one where you did 5 signs you know you're a Dasher. Oh, over the steady drink carrier? It's the little things in life. Even littler when you're doing DoorDash. I have 5 more. I have a whole list of things, but Papa Gino's steals your tips. So the mob is alive and well. Laura, how you doing? I've had to take a picture of the receipt from the restaurant to verify the order a couple times. I have not. Yeah, I don't think I've had to do that yet. Have you ever had Dash Now, then it said no spot open, try again later? I have not. I would probably freak out if I couldn't dash now. Red says, I was asked to take a picture of food and receipt once. It was Chick-fil-A. Took a picture of the sealed bag. Yeah, I don't get it. And then the customers that get upset and message you back, I'm missing part of my order. Lady, did you not see the bag is sealed? I'm not psychic. I don't have X-ray vision. Joe, what's going on, man? Joe was going to compliment me the other day on my bags, but we were at Hy-Vee, so. Catchin' been on DoorDash wait list 7 months. That's ridiculous. Brian said my wife and I dashed today separated and she had to take pics of the order. I did not have it happen to me at all. Huh. I did have somebody tell me that Brian, was it might have been you. Somebody said they went out, they had peak pay and their spouse did not. Dashing at the same time. So I'm curious about that. I thought peak pay was an all or nothing thing. Don't understand how we were to verify sealed bags, even to pick one. And there's orders that if I'm dropping off and I'm feeling like maybe it could be a little sketchy, I keep a stapler in my car. I will staple those bags up. Blaze of Glory. How's it going? From a fellow gig worker in Philly. Wasn't me on the peak pay, but I've heard that. Yeah, anymore, I just go out. I do the orders that make sense to me. I make my money. I go home. Susie says, X-ray vision, Kevin. I have a soft spot for Papa Gino since they gave me 4 pizza bags. Target store Christmas pizza party. Nice. It has been weirdly warm. We're going to be in the 60s for a while, and then up into the 70s, I think, next week. And then back down in the 30s or 40s the following week. God, I got behind on comments. Holy crap. Won't stop raining in Cali 3 days in a row now. I know, I heard you guys are worried about flooding. Yeah, February usually is pretty cold out there. Yeah, being a top dasher definitely helps. And doing it full time. I can dip down below 70. I really don't have to with shopping orders, but when I go through easily 30, 40 orders a day, that rolling 100, it's like every 4 days. When you finish shopping an order, doesn't it prompt you to check the receipt? Yes, it does. I keep the receipts. I keep every receipt. I usually keep it for a couple days and then I'll check it. Just in case if there's any issue. Hey, the customer didn't get this or whatever, or you got to return something. Any peak pay in any zone all day today. Here they actually had $2 peak pay or $2.50 peak pay from I want to say 5:30 to 7:30. Like it's Tuesday. We don't need peak pay here. You want to throw up some peak pay on a Friday when it's already busy? Okay. DoorDash being DoorDash again. Loki, how's it going? I appreciate that. Joe says had a Target order I had on a son because it was all artificial nail stuff and I couldn't find anyone to help. She was also adding more stuff to her order after I got there. I hate when that happens. I had that happen the other day. Accept the order, and it was also a Target order. It was like $9, going like a mile and a half, 5 items. I get to Target, Get in the store, start shopping. Customer recently added. All of a sudden it went from 5 up to 13, and I'm like, I didn't accept this order for 13 items. I think they've raised the base pay like 50 cents. Blaze of Glory says I had the worst pickup last week. $39 for 30 cans of cat food for 3 miles. Sounds great. No substitutes allowed. I feel you on that. We had an order a while back. I upset some cat people. Mr. Paws, yeah, I called him Mr. Whiskers. I had a few people unsubscribe after that one. You have to leave the receipt in the bag for Best Buy Shop and Pay. It's weird the orders that you have to leave the receipt in the bag and the ones you discard. I had a pregnancy test a few weeks ago. It said keep the receipt and put it in the bag. I'm like, it's a pregnancy test. You can't use it and return it. That was all it was. Beer can. Cats are very particular. I won't say what I said in the video because, yeah. I don't want to go offending more cat people again. But when they add items, DoorDash adjusts your pay extra 7 cents. Feels like it. Tampons, keep the receipt in the bag. This isn't a try before you buy. You can't return it if it doesn't fit. Okay, I'll stop. They're like, we got a shopper, double the stuff. Imagine if a customer did that ordering from Pizza Hut. Place your order. 5 minutes later, checking the little tracker thing. Your pizza's in the oven. You call them up. Hey, I want to have some breadsticks. And a 2-liter of Diet Coke because I'm on a diet. But you can ask for a reimbursement on an FSA for a pregnancy test. I don't know if some of these places I've delivered pregnancy tests to Scrabble. I don't know if they could probably spell FSA. Susie, now I want to know. Want to know what? My cat's breath smells like cat food. Dan, what's going on? I want to know what you said about cat. What I said about cats before? Well, I made fun of all the different flavors. They've got salmon pate, beef liver and gravy, all for Mr. Whiskers. Like, cats lick their own butts. I don't think they're that particular about flavor. Now you're going to get me in trouble, Susie. Gonna do a taste test. Do a taste test for alcohol, but yes, cats are very... They want attention until they've had enough attention, and then they're like, you know what? Screw you. And when I talk about licking their own, yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being sarcastic about it. And what's in those shreds? Like catnip. I know a few people who have cats. Catnip is supposed to be like, hey, mellow out the cat. It's already mellow. Others, it's like giving crack to. It's like you gave that cat a Red Bull. Blaze of Glory, I'm glad you approved this message. Yeah, one of my friends, she's got cats, and one of them will, anytime I go over there, will walk right up to me, sit down right next to me, start butting my leg with its head, and so I'll start petting it, and it takes about all of 10 seconds for it to be done wanting to be petted, and it'll nip at me. I'm out. Hope to see you out there soon. Joe, have a good night, man. Yeah, I will be. We'll be running into each other again. Cats go nuts. Mine was eating her catnip and then she laid on it. I've always thought of catnip as like the ganj for humans, but okay, maybe I'm wrong. You put cheap pate in front of her and she looks at you like she's already planning her revenge. Mine has one brand of food she will not eat. See, when I get a pet, it's gonna be a dog. No offense to cat people. I just want a dog. Alex says, "Is anyone delivered to the same apartment complex with the same apartment number where the person uses 3 different names but it's the same person?" I've delivered to the same person 3 times in one day. I've delivered to the same building and apartment twice in one day to 2 different people. Never 3 times to 3 different people. Huh. Roommates, maybe? That's all I can hope for. Maybe it's the same exact customer and they've got multiple personality. JD, what's going on? They're just using a new account to get the new customer discounts. That makes sense. Because I had an order yesterday. The customer's name was Scout, and I literally thought that I was delivering to somebody's dog. They probably just ran out of names and used their dog's name. New York Sis got me t-shirt says, "If you don't want to talk to your cat about catnip, who will?" That's awesome. When people meet in the lobby, they're usually scamming discount codes. The weird ones, the ones that really make me question it are the ones that use like probably their Xbox or PlayStation gamer tag for their name. Like I deliver to one guy usually once a week. It's always the sleeve of fireball shooters. And his name on his DoorDash account is "I like the S." I don't want to ask what the S is. But that is his name on DoorDash. I don't think people should be allowed to use gamer tags, especially for alcohol orders. Deliver to the same customer twice in the same day, wanting the same 4 items in both orders, but 2 different stores. Greg, I've had that happen before. It gives you the worst case of deja vu. At least they mixed it up with Walgreens and Dollar General and didn't go Walgreens and CVS. Had this security guy go on a power trip and tell me to park in the garage. I walk out of the garage and my customer walks right out in front of the security guy and I hand him the food. I love those security guys that go on power trips. I always want to walk away saying, "Have a good day, Barney." Here, I think it's kids are using a "What's your stripper name" generator. There is such a thing as that? I'm gonna have to go find out what mine is. Susie, have a great night. Best wishes and good luck at school tomorrow. Deliver to the same house 3 times, but these people seem to order daily. Yeah, there's some people that live. If it wasn't for DoorDash, they would probably starve. I'll give you $100 tip if you do it, Charlie. Barneys suck. Okay, call somebody Barney or find out what my stripper name is. I literally see Paul Blart Mall cops on Segways where I'm at. I went to the mall today and I walked by the security guy. At least he was wearing a security shirt. I am not a tall guy, okay? I am not a tall guy. I am 5'8". The security guy came up to my shoulders. I don't know who he would be able to stop. I'm pretty sure a 90-year-old woman with a semi-heavy purse would be able to lay him out. I don't ever go to the mall either, unless I'm doing DoorDash. Caption says both. Like, is there an app for that? Or is it a website? No, there's not an app for that. Oh. I should not have done that. Keep Austin weird, as they say. In Austin's defense, there is a lot of stuff that goes down at the mall. You could start a whole second YouTube channel just recording stuff that happens at the mall. People will watch it. Catchin', I will. Next time I see a Barney 5 that's acting like one, I'll say it. Haven't ran into. Well, I try to avoid those kind of people, but. Brian Cobb is in the house. What's going on? Sonny's in the house. How are you? Brian says, so this happened today. Free order Instacart. B order gets stuck after payment. Pay for C and then leave store. All orders paid for. Chat support. I'm told they will help. They proceed to mark all 3 orders as delivered. One would be an oops. All 3. Oh, I would have been. That's another reason I text and I don't talk to people on the phone, because I would not have been able to control the words that came out of my mouth. I would have had 3 orders in my car, not knowing where the heck I'm going, and probably been deactivated off of Instacart all at the same time. Sonny, I am doing good. Made myself take today off. Actually had a valet grab my keys today when I parked in the middle of the day in a parallel spot, 30 feet away from the restaurant I was picking up from. Came up 30 seconds later with my bag of food. Another party. I'll hold you to it. I'm good for a smart arse comment most of the time. 25 minutes later, they send me texts with addresses and brief summary of each order. I thought DoorDash was bad. Can you rate the customer on Uber Eats? Can't find it anywhere on the app. I don't know if you can or not. Now, I know you can on rideshare. JD, you bring up a good point. We should have the option to rate customers. And just like with Uber or Lyft, if you rate somebody 3 stars or less, you are never matched with them again. And that goes for the driver too. Driver doesn't want to pick somebody else up ever again. They can rate them a 1, 2, or a 3 star, and they will never be matched again. We need something like that for customers. That would be another game changer, because that would actually help our acceptance rate, because then we're not getting those orders that I'm not taking this order because I'm not going to this customer again. The rating system should go both ways. Then the customers with low ratings can get matched with the Dashers with low ratings. I know, I'm just dreaming. Tip baiters are my main concern because they tip to get the food there faster than claw back the tip. Yeah, that I gotta say, for all the faults that DoorDash has, and they've got quite a few, them not allowing that to happen is a good thing. Just did a $29 batch, took me 2.5 hours, 3 Instacart orders, 15 miles. I don't know how to drop a batch yet. Not drop a batch, drop an order on a batch. Sonny, I'm not sure if you can do that. When I was doing Instacart a bit more, yeah, there was a time. I know somebody. Where's Blonde at? Blonde might be able to answer that. Let's see. Ace Diablo. Those stripper name generator. They pulled a $5 tip. Miserable, miserable humans. Let me see if I can find it online. Okay, so apparently you have, from what I'm reading, at least on Reddit, in the Instacart shoppers thing, is you have to actually ask a support agent to drop a specific order. You just apparently have to be extremely articulate on which order it is, so they don't screw up and drop the other one, and you're stuck with the one that you were actually trying to drop. Ace Diablo, where did that come from? Need origin, like Diablo, Spanish pants. I just went to capitalizemytitle.com and it said stripper name generator. Jalissa, how are you doing tonight? Sonny, no problem. Yeah, I would definitely be careful though, because trying to drop one, you might end up in Brian's spot where they just end up dropping both or drop the wrong one. Austin rides. Some guy in a Mercedes AMG tried a blow by behind me. I drive a Prius. I merged behind him and stayed with him. He tried cutting up at 100 and he couldn't shake me. LJ, have a good night, man. Cheers from across the pond. Yeah, it's after 3 a.m. for you. Right now in my zone, hourly is $14. No peak pay. You're okay. So Blaze of Glory, your earned by time rate is $14 an hour, and you're in Philly. So it's $14 in Philly. Come on, focus. It's not gonna focus. It's not. Center City is 15. I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska. Population of like 300,000 or something. Mine's $13.50 an hour. The fact that it's higher than Austin, I'm pretty sure it's more expensive to live in Austin, Texas than it is here. Yeah, can't see. Yeah, it's $13.50 an hour here. Deanna's is 16. I swear, when DoorDash does this kind of stuff, they put a blindfold on and throw a dart at a dartboard. Sacramento, 19. That's got to be how they do it. Almost 20 an hour in Detroit. My earned by the time is locked here in Topeka, Kansas. You have to be something special to do earn by time now. No, they limit the number of people that can be on earn by time at any given moment. I'm actually surprised earn by time isn't locked right now. It's what, 9:20? Texas Sweetie, how are you doing? Yeah, usually the earn by time is locked in my area. Usually by now. Yeah, between 9 and 10, it usually gets locked out. It's usually about after 10 o'clock. The only orders you're getting are Taco Bell, De Leon's, Wingstop, McDonald's. And a lot of those places you're going to be sitting in the drive-thru. I've had good days with earn by time and I've had bad. I've had good days doing earn per order. I've had bad days doing earn per order. Just depends. If you're trying to get your AR up, if you're trying to get your AR up and you start out the day doing earn per order and you're just seeing nothing but crap, you can switch it over to earn by time. Like I said, I did that Friday. Paid off. Drove a few extra miles than I normally do, but still worth it because you're gonna take that $2 base pay. Earned by time is gonna make it usually at least $4, sometimes $5. Popeyes is another good place for earned by time. Insomnia cookies, yeah, we just had an insomnia cookies open up here a couple months ago. Have we picked up from there? I feel like we have. Insomnia will give drivers free cookies sometimes. Huh. Well, they didn't here. But Jalissa says, I don't do earn by time, but Prop 22 in California helps. That's right. You are in California. Prop 22. Don't have anything like that here. I'm actually kind of glad that we don't have anything like that here. Got a free one? Sweetie said, sweet tea, sweetie. I'm good. Just trying to figure out if I want to clean my house or not. I'm thinking or not. I gotta do laundry. I cleaned it a little bit over the weekend. I clean a little bit here and a little bit there, and then by the beginning of the next week, I'm back cleaning over here and then moving over there. They'll give you a fresh chocolate chip. So good. Yeah, they didn't offer. Amigos, which is a Nebraska plate thing, they always offer you a free medium drink. I don't drink pop. It's February and I'm trying to watch my figure. I drink a lot of water. Sweet tea. Or Jamie's. Okay. I love how you say pop. I will never call it soda. I I don't discriminate. Pop, soda. I'm originally from Washington State, so everything out there is pop. I will drink the crap out of sweet tea, though. I always look at people weird when they order unsweet tea. Like, no. Soda is too sweet for me. Yeah, I generally, I'm not going to get into a whole health kick, but I generally avoid anything with high fructose corn syrup in it, which is basically everything. Milo's is the best sweet tea. I don't think I've tried Milo's sweet tea or unsweetened green tea. Verner's. Oh, I've had Verner's before. That stuff's good. Soda pop. Good Coke every now and then, but once in a while, only once in a while. Gold Peak, I drink a lot of Gold Peak. And as the weather gets warmer, I will be drinking a lot more of it. But I went out. I worked out today when I got up. My brain says I'm like 18. My body felt like I was 80. Old Jabobo, how's it going? Diet Mountain Dew, I'm addicted. Try the zero sugar. My mom drinks a lot of pop. And it is she actually likes the zero sugar better than the diet. If I get soda, it's either ginger ale or Baja Blast. Yeah, Baja Blast just celebrated their what, 20th? 25th? It's on their cans. Sweet Tea says nice. Muscles. I just want my six pack back. That's the only reason I'm working out. I want my six pack back. I like the Diet Better Zero. Tastes weird to me. As long as it doesn't have that aspartame in it. I think we all want your six-pack back. Sweet Tea, you're just trying to get me to blush. Austin rides Cherry Coke Zero is actually pretty good. I'm trying to remember. It might be the Coke. It might be Coca-Cola that has the better zero flavor. JD picked up a new tactical flashlight for working nights. Do you have a flashlight or do you just use your phone? Oh, I never use my phone. I've got a flashlight. I've actually got two of them, both tactical. I just forget it half the time when I'm dropping off to somebody who forgot to leave their porch light on. Yeah, I like it. It's got that beveled edge, so if you have to. Scrabble, I approve that message. That Cherry Coke Zero sugar is good. At my full-time job in hospital, all soda is zero sugar. Meant all Pepsi sodas are zero sugar. I just dropped something. Hey, I just broke down today and finally got those AirPods, so which I thought about using for the live tonight, but I'm like, yeah. I'm not sure if it'll make me sound better or worse. I have a 1,000 lumen Nebo flashlight, but I don't do dashing in the dark much. Bad light sensitivity at night after 6 eye surgeries. Oh, rough. Yeah, I would. I just can't wait for. I can't wait for summer. I can't wait till it's still daylight at 9 o'clock at night so I can see people's addresses. No, almost all soda is off limits for me. Oh, okay. Never mind. I know what message you were approving. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm so weird. I like when it gets dark early. I don't mind it getting dark early. Okay, let me rephrase. I would not mind it getting dark early if people actually left their porch lights on. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I'm like, if I want a customer to leave the light on, I have to deliver to a Motel 6. Otherwise, I'm just walking in the dark. My second flashlight is Barney Billy Club light, tucked in passenger seat under the seatbelt clip. Don't mess with catching. You will get the Billy Club. Shine the tactical flashlight at a Barney. I hate driving in the dark, but that's when the money has been good. Been making DoorDash pay me a real base to pay for a change. That is a benefit of the earn by time. Sweet Tea says, yeah, I don't know why people don't leave their porch lights on, especially when they know they're getting something delivered. Like, I've delivered, usually when I do deliver to somebody who actually leaves their porch light on, as soon as I drop it off, snap a picture, and they can see me on the Ring doorbell camera getting back to my car, then they turn the porch light off. Cool. Just leave it on until I drop it off. Is that really too much to ask for? Baby ball bat behind the seat. Thanks, bruh. But honestly, sometimes, and I'm playing devil's advocate because I can. Sometimes even delivering to somebody who actually did leave their porch light on, it is still harder than heck to see the house number. A lot of these newer houses, it'll be like a stone whatever around the garage, and they'll put up the house number in like really thin black metal. Like, you got to be standing 5 feet away to see the house number, and even with the light on. They don't put the numbers under the light, or they're too small. Then we got the one apartment complex here I hate delivering to at night, because you've got the apartment number, and then you have this bright LED spotlight right below it. So I'm like putting my phone up to block the light just so I can see. Like, I know that I am not the smartest person on the planet, but some days when I'm doing DoorDash, I feel like I have too much common sense. Or just enough to annoy myself. Decorative numbers are ridiculous. They should just make all house numbers glow in the dark. You want to leave your porch light off? Cool. At least I can still see your house number. Love when the house number is black against dark siding. Yeah, somebody didn't think that through. Scrabble. I'm like, may you never need emergency services. We put up a solar-powered address light to avoid any confusion. I like those, Brian. You don't need to have to worry about turning the light on or turning it off. It just fades into darkness at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Delivered to a house, and I was there. There's no house number. When I got 5 feet from the door, I saw the house number painted over. It was the same color. That's a whole new level of blending in with the neighborhood. Still put both sets of lights on. I'm not a psycho. The real awkward ones, as far as not leaving the porch light on, is when it's a handy customer. Like, you got no idea who's going to open up that door. Could be freaking Hannibal Lecter. You just realize that you just picked up a nice bottle of Chianti and some farmer beans, and you're his old friend he's going to have for dinner. I mean, most of the neighborhoods here don't put off that vibe, but that's why I don't deliver to Alphabet Town. Even in the daytime. I'm gonna watch Silence the Lambs before I go to bed. It's a good movie to fall asleep to. I might be the only one. What on earth is Alphabet? Alphabet Town, as I affectionately call it, is a small area just south of downtown, south of the state capitol building. Basically between like J Street to A Street from 9th till about 17th. The police are always around there. Anytime you hear of somebody breaking into something or getting into a fight or any number of things, it always happens in that area. And it's also the same area that I've had 3 contract violations and over 13,000 deliveries, and all 3 of them happened in that area. Yeah, very nice and wholesome. Scrabble, no, I used to go to bed watching. You guys are my people. Oh, so in other words, the hood. Yes. Yeah. I just refer to it as Alphabet Town because it's literally A Street, B Street, C, D, E, all the way up to J, where the capital's at. The hood, yes. I watch serial killer documentaries to fall asleep. I'm actually working. That's part of what my second channel is going to be. I'm actually doing a video on Charles Starkweather. That's how the second channel is going to start. So might be right up your alley. Austin Ride says I thought it was going to. No, we do have. There's plenty of flags in that area of town. That same area of town, though. So you're not wrong. You're not far off on that. I watched the movie The Descent the other night for the first time. It was pretty crazy. Wow. It's It's been a while since I watched that. I like horror movies. I like scary movies. The only scary movie that I have ever watched that actually made me jump was Sinister. That is the only movie I've watched. So many movies I watched. All the Paranormal Activities. I saw the Paranormal Activity in one in 3D. I've seen a lot in Sinister with Ethan Hawke. It's the only movie to ever make me jump. Kaylee, how's it going? Like, thought Alphabet Town was like FBI, NSA. Oh no, I'm in Nebraska, not Virginia, and that's where they're all at. Langley, yeah. Are you going to cover some true crime? I am. Yeah, I am. I'm thinking the second channel is going to be a lot like my lives. It's going to cover all these different topics that I get to, that I really enjoy, like true crime, movie filming locations. I want to go see where Back to the Future was made, and Back to the Future 2 and 3, and Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, and Dances with Wolves, and all of these movies that I really enjoy, as well as true crime, and just I like doing these lives with you guys because I don't have to make it all about DoorDash. I can talk about basically whatever. And some of you guys stay for the whole time. Some of you guys hop in and out, and so that's why I'm doing the second channel. Cover a whole lot more. Come on down this way. I can. Oh, Scrabble! Heck yes. Completely. Dang. Yes. Kaylee, missed you last week. No notification. YouTube is slacking. Jabobo, yeah, I've watched so many horror movies. Jump scares almost never get me. I always see it coming. I am the same way, and I am absolutely. I have friends every year that want me to go to all these local haunted houses with them. I don't like going to haunted houses. For the most part. I get very little enjoyment out of it other than watching other people get scared, because I don't. I've never. If I come down, if I go to a haunted house this Halloween, I will dress up as Michael Myers and walk through it. Like, you really, yeah. I will beat them at their own game. Sweet Tea will put on the list. Oh, Sinister? It's a good movie. I made it about 3/4 of the way through that movie, but before I jumped. Just don't go to the Breaking Bad house and throw a pizza on the roof. They hate that. What if it's gluten free? Who wants to talk about work? Valid point. I laugh too much. I ruined the. Scrabble. Yes, I am the same way. I will laugh, but in the same moment that I'm laughing at everybody else that I'm with for freaking out over something that I saw coming from a mile away. I'll pretend like I never saw it. Abstract, what's going on? Yeah, they don't like that, the pizza. I feel bad for the homeowners. Yeah, like, I've been out filming the Charles Starkweather video. And doing these kind of videos, obviously, it's like you're pointing cameras at people's houses, and sometimes you are. And it's like, just be polite, be respectful, and don't trespass. It's not that hard. It should be that way in life. Sonny, have a good night. Go out and make that money this week. I have too much situational awareness. I'm the same way. Head is, which is why I'm one of those that I don't ever. I got the head mount that I could put my GoPro on, but I would give you guys whiplash. At least having it on my chest, I can walk this way with my head going. Went to this like haunted clowns circus show with acrobats a few months ago. It was really cool. Never experienced that. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that would be something cool to experience. Something that's actually different. I've never really been afraid of clowns, though, either. I've actually got a clown a porcelain clown that my mom painted for me when I was 4. So any of you guys afraid of clowns? The only clown. Oh, I love that. The only clowns I don't like are the no tippers. I hate clown dolls 100%. So you don't want me to show it to you, Abstract? Not afraid of clowns, just juggalos. It was called Paranormal Circuitry. Cirque that had a few shows here in Texas. I know they were traveling around, not sure where. I don't think they made it here. I probably would have remembered something like that. No, it's all right as long as your whole house isn't full of them. Oh God, no. I've got. Is that the only clown that I have? Yes. Yes, that is the only clown that I have. I've got a lot more Sasquatch stuff than I do clown stuff. Floral wallpaper scares me. You would not have liked my grandmother's apartment. Abstract, y'all remember the movie Dead Silence with the dolls? I'm racking my brain on that one. It's been a while. I feel like I'm gonna have to go watch that again. Lori, how are you doing? Hope things have been good for you. God dang, it's already 9:57. This live went by fast. Am I missing the Pacific Northwest? I am. I got all the Sasquatch stuff. Good, just riding the waves of life. Well, hopefully the waves are small and it's going pretty smooth for you. Abstract says, yeah, I'm glad I made it. Missed last week. Hey, no worries. I know there was a few people tonight that popped in that said that they didn't even get notified last week, so I don't know what's going on. I'm in the PNW. I work Redmond, Kirkland usually, although moving to the Bothell, Woodinville zone lately. I know that area pretty well. I had an aunt and uncle that lived in Bothell. And then I had an aunt that lived in Redmond. And then Renton. No, North Bend. That's another town name that a lot of states have. Puyallup. Puyallup, Washington. My kid's been up in Seattle for 2 weeks and she's already pushing for me to move up there. Find a smaller town outside to live in, Scrabble. It's a lot. It's more expensive, obviously, than where you live, but it's a lot cheaper than living in Seattle. I honestly want to make $200 a day for 30 days. I'm willing to put in the time, but DoorDash just won't cooperate. For me, it's Tuesdays. Last week I was able to hit 200 on Monday, or I broke 200 on Monday, 200 on Wednesday. I broke 200 on Friday with earn by time, and made another 180 on Sunday. Didn't dash at all on Tuesday. Did a little bit Thursday and Saturday. Actually made, I think I broke 900 for the week because I did 2 Instacart orders. 900 in less than 40 hours. It was a decent week. We're saturated here with gig workers. Yeah, I only turned Instacart on because, well, that was Thursday. Yeah, I turned Instacart on because DoorDash was complete trash. Have I gotten a catering bag yet? No. I don't have a pen. You know what? I'm taking a screenshot so I can remember to order a catering bag. So thank you for that. Earn by time. Yeah, earn by time doesn't allow shopping orders. That's one downside. Although that's another testament to how good Friday was, because 9.5 hours, $205. Yeah, something like that. See, I would love to make 1,500 in a week. I don't know if that's. I really don't know if that's possible here. Lori, if you can do earn by time, it will. It definitely helps with the getting that AR up. And it honestly, for me, Friday, my base pay, instead of $2 an order, I was averaging $4 to $5 an order and still getting a $2 or $3 tip. Even had one. I had one order I made like $19 on. It was a Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is another nice place on Earn by Time when they're busy. I do not have Dasher Direct. I had a bad week and made 1,300. I would have to roll up my jeans and show some leg. But guys, it is 10:03. Do you know where your children are at? Scrabble does. Do I like Raising Cane's food? It is so bland to me. With enough cane sauce, yeah. It's the cane sauce that gives it flavor. No, I generally don't eat out. I generally cook at home. Made, what was the last thing I made? It lasted me like 3 days because I was the only one eating it. Beef enchilada casserole. Basically, enchilada lasagna. Their fries are, yes, their fries are pretty bland. Keep staying healthy. That is the plan. I've been working out. Working out, eating better. At least drinking my protein shakes. That if I forget to eat, which I do a lot. Go to Wingstop just for the fries. Cane's chicken is so bland, but I love the toast and sauce. Yeah, I gotta lay off the toast. Dude, get swole. Let's go. I don't know about getting swole, but I want to be chiseled like a Greek god. Or like I did when I was 26. Same difference, pretty much. Chicken Express. Might have to try that when I come to Texas. Abstract, yes. Scrabble just gave us $5 super, which means it's time to get out of here. Time to wind it down. Yes. The Barneys will feel your presence. Jabobo says, I rock the dad bod. I currently have a dad bod. The only issue is I'm not a dad. So, I have no children. All right. You guys all have a great night, and we will be back next Tuesday. There may or may not be a video tomorrow, but they will be on Friday, I promise. So, Jalissa, have a good night. Sweet Tea, a.k.a. Jamie. I remembered. Abstract, Lori, Catchin, Jabobo, you guys all take care. Have a good night. Be safe out there this week. There's all kinds of weirdos besides me. How the heck do I end this? I'm telling you, YouTube just changed it all.